Okay, so here is a kind of a very brief overview and construction of this panel. These panel frames were, of course, provided by Affordable Solar Frames and Mark, who has been very helpful in videos demonstrating how to make the panels, as well as all this this hardware that he's been able to cut. I probably could cut it myself, but he's got the dimensions, and since I know and can trust what he's doing and be a good supplier, I'm going with him for right now. So we got all these different screws and nuts, as well as these brackets. 4 of these brackets go on the side of the frame to actually hold the frame onto whatever structure you want, and then another 4 of these are used to hold the frame together, as well as all of these additional little L's to screw into the frame and are used to hold the glass together. So I'm going to skip some steps here in the video. I'm not going to video all of this, but basically what you do is you take these 4 pieces of aluminum and you're going to make a frame out of them and use that hardware to screw it together, and then screw the glass down, and then also this silicone right here to glue the glass in. So that's the next step that I'm going to take right now, and we will be back shortly after I've assembled the frame and got it all together. Thank you. As you can see, Raven the cat even loves solar. I'm about to start building my solar frame for my next solar panel, and who decides to jump in there? Raven, you crazy cat. Really? Really? Anywhere else you could be playing right now. But of course, because Daddy's playing with the solar frame, I have to play with the solar frame. Raven, say hello to everyone. Yeah, she's a cat. Anyways, just thought that'd be funny. Okay, so I have put together the frame. I've got all the L brackets in place with the lock bolts and the bolts in place, and I've put down some cardboard to protect my carpet from the silicone sealant that will be the glue to hold the glass in. I thought my table would be big enough, but it's not quite big enough, so I had to make some room on the floor, and I am getting ready to glue in the glass. I will check back in after I have done so. Okay, so it's not too pretty, it's rather ugly, but what I have done is I have gone and siliconed down the entire frame all the way around, so that way when I lay the glass in, the silicone will hold the glass in and act as a glue. I know it's ugly, and well, I'm not a professional caulker, but that's what we got. Next frame will be adding the glass. Okay, so I have taken all of these L brackets here, and well, this is the last one. I wanted to give you a little bit more detail on this. This L bracket, basically what you do is on this side, you dab some silicone on it, and that is what sticks to the glass and kind of acts as a glue to the glass. And then this side has the hole, and the screws and bolts right there get put through there to lock them in. So there's a finished product right there of how the glass is held in with the L bracket and the silicone. There's another, oh, there's my iPhone as well as the L bracket. Another L bracket, another L bracket, another L bracket, another L bracket. And that is the hole right here that the last one is going in. As you see, there's still one machined hole there, another machined hole there. Those are to use the other mounts. So that way everything gets mounted. Okay, so I have taken all of these L brackets here, and well, this is the last one. Wanted to give you a little bit more detail on this. This L bracket, basically what you do is on this side, you dab some silicone on it, and that is what sticks to the glass and kind of acts as a glue to glass. And then this side has the hole, and the screws and bolts right there get put through there to lock them in. So there's a finished product right there of how the glass is held in with the L bracket and the silicone. There's another, oh, there's my iPhone as well as the L bracket. Another L bracket, another L bracket, another L bracket, another L bracket. And that is the hole right here that the last one is going in. As you see, there's still one machined hole there, another machined hole there. Those are to use the other mounts. So that way everything gets mounted. Okay, so here we go. We have the glass siliconed into the frame, and it is dried. I allowed a good 48 hours for everything to dry up because I didn't want to chance the glass sliding and losing its grip and seal it with the silicone. And I have cleaned the inside of the glass because at this point I'm going to start laying down all the solar panel cells and soldering them on. So I will skip forward a little bit once I get a couple laid out and check back in with you guys in a moment. So I've got my little solder station going on right now with my 6x6 cells. As you can see, I've got all my little individual tabbing wire cut. Probably going to have to cut more. Got a whole spool right here. Got my full stack over here, and what I'm doing is basically, as you can see, there's 3 lines on the front where you solder the tabbing wire on, and then on the back of these cells you then adjoin the fronts to the backs. So I'm going to go ahead and solder up all these guys on the front first, and then flip them over and fix them to the glass with a little bit of silicone to glue them down, and then solder the backs. So I've got 36 cells here that I need to batch job soldering them all up. So this is a little bit of a time-consuming step since you have to cut every single one of these pieces of tabbing wire. This is 50 feet of tabbing wire, and basically almost cutting it at about a foot, because with 6 inches on the front and 6 inches on the back, it's about a foot. So not 100% exact, but that's my next step right now. So we will check back in once I get the entire stack here looking like that. Welcome back. Got a little bit of progress here. Currently I've got 2 cells soldered together here with the bus bars, or I'm sorry, with the tabbing wire going from the positive side, which is on the back, to the negative side, which is on the front. Of course, the negative is the nice pretty blue, and on the back, which are positives, are all this gray. As you can see, I've got a whole stack of 36 cells already soldered up and tabbed up in groups of 2. Makes it a little bit easier for me to transport them over to the main cell. And right here, I am testing each group of 2 out before I solder them into the main panel, just to make sure that I'm getting the right voltage out of the cells and that I don't have a bad cell. I don't want to go ahead and solder up 36 of these and glue them into the panel and then encapsulate them only to find out down the road that I have a poor performing cell. So I'm pre-testing all these before I put them in. And let's go over to the panel, the frame. This is what we got going on over here. As you can see, I've got this whole group of 6 right here already put in. Please ignore my Manwich and Chefware D. This is not sponsored by them by any means. I'm just using the cans to hold these cells in place. As you can see, got a little bit of silicone right there holding the cells down to the glass so that way they don't shift as I create the panel. And also, if I need to have the panel be moved for whatever reason, that nothing gets out of place and out of whack, so that way I could lay all these in. And of course, these are going to be 6 rows of 6 to make 36 cells. So you go positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. That is going to end up being the positive lead going out. I need to solder 3 tabbing wires going out that way, and that is the negative with the 3 coming out there, and I'm going to solder the front of that to the front of this to keep going positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And that's what we got going on. I'll check back within a little bit. See you guys soon.